I have a very good sense of who I am. And my view to this stuff has always been like, it's always a challenge. It's like, oh, you think that? I'll show you, because I'm gonna work so hard and I'm gonna be so on it that my actions will speak for themselves and I don't have to say anything.
And she didn't have to say much, but we are so glad she did. First Lady Michelle Obama is leaving the White House with a sky-high 72% favorability rating, according to the latest national poll by Pew. Through her actions and her words, Michelle Obama has left an indelible imprint on what it means to be a U.S. First Lady and made her own lasting contribution to the Obama legacy. Over the last 8 years, she has put herself front and center as the nation's most vocal and visible proponent of her healthy lifestyles, military families, and equal access to education, particularly for young girls around the world. And she did it all with style and the indomitable grace exemplified by the rallying cry she coined in response to the relentless negativity of our politics. When they go low, we go high. Back with me, Jamil Smith, Karine Jean-Pierre, and Jennifer Rubin. Joining me now is political analyst Zerlina Maxwell. Jennifer, I'm gonna come to you with this first question, because Oprah asked the First Lady the #1 question on all of their minds, which the First Lady answered definitively in the Oprah interview. Let's take a look.
Would you ever run for office?
No.
I have to ask it.
No.
No kind of office?
No. Look, that's one thing I don't do. I don't make stuff up. I'm not coy. I haven't proven that. I'm pretty direct. If I were interested in it, I'd say it. I don't believe in playing games. You know, it's not something I would do.
Now, Jennifer, the First Lady's been asked this question over and over and over again, and yet Oprah asks her one more time, and the First Lady is like, no. So why do you think this is a question that the First Lady keeps getting?
I think her popularity is very high, as you said, 72%. I think it's also a function of Democrats not knowing who the future of the Democratic Party is with. There's no natural successor to the Obamas. And I think there is a genuine affection for her. She was probably the best thing about the 2016 campaign, I'll be honest. I think she gave some great speeches. She showed great energy. She really did, in a stylistic way, I think, modernize the First Lady. Most of them kind of looked and acted like Bess Truman for much of our history. And this was someone who was very contemporary, a lawyer herself, as Hillary Clinton was, but in style, I think, and in directness, really cut a different cloth from her predecessors.
Karine, Zerlina, Karine?
Look, I think we can't forget that she received such criticism from the moment, you know, Obama jumped into the fray of the election in 2008, all the way up into the White House, right? And a lot of it was because she was so real. Michelle Obama is one of the most authentic political figures that we will ever see in our lifetime. And what she did is, while she changed the White House, she didn't let it change her. And because, like, going back to what I was saying, she was so honest and she was so real, she got unjustified criticism. And that's why she's like, I'm not doing this. I've seen my husband, the way he's been treated, especially by the president-elect. For 5 years, he talked about how he was not born in this country, to her own criticism that she felt. So I do not blame her at all. I would love to see FLOTUS for POTUS, but in her world, I'm pretty sure she has no interest, and I don't blame her.
Jamil, the First Lady has 72% approval rating. She doesn't want to get into politics. Okay, we got that. We understand, Madam First Lady. But there is going to be pressure on her to be vocal, to be present in a lot of the things that we anticipate will happen in the Trump presidency. How likely do you think that is?
Oh, I think it's very likely. I think that it's very likely you'll see her continue to be a strong voice, particularly on obesity issues. I think, you know, number of different ways that she's made inroads culturally have nothing to do with being in an elective office. These are things that she's on pathways, I think, especially for young black women to be politically involved when you don't have to actually run for office. Now, granted, we need them to run for office. That's important. But I think that she's, you know, given an example, I think, as the First Lady, of how to be politically involved while still being completely authentic.
Zerlina, I got to play for you one of my favorite moments in the Oprah interview. Let's play it.
Let us not forget, I just didn't wake up First Lady. I mean, I went to law school. I practiced law. I worked for the city. I ran a nonprofit. I was an executive at a hospital. I've been in the world. I've worked in every sector. And you don't do that without coming up against some stuff, you know, having your feelings hurt, having people say things that aren't true.
And she did it in Chicago.
Yes, yes. I love that part of the interview because she was like, no, listen, I'm not just First Lady. I actually had my own career. I'm an independent woman and was established before you ever heard the name Barack Obama. So I appreciated that part of the interview. I think one of the other things that stood out for me is when she talked about, as a black woman, waking up every day and dealing with those small indignities that cut to your soul. And I thought that she demonstrated and illustrated for all black women how to deal with that on a day-to-day basis with grace, with humor, and with that spirit of authenticity that I think we all try to get. We try to get to that point where we can be our true and authentic selves and also deal with all of the different microaggressions that happen to us every day. And she dealt with it under a spotlight that we couldn't even imagine.
Real quick.
I was just going to say, one of the things that she said that was so powerful, she's like, I am a descendant of slaves, right, who is raising these two little girls in the White House. And
in her convention speech.
Yeah, and I thought it was so powerful, that image of the black family in the White House raising these two beautiful girls. And they are going to be such a role model for us going forward. They were now, and they will be for us going forward.
Indeed.
An incredible interview with the First Lady Jamil, Karine, Zerlina, and Jennifer. Will be back in our next hour.